Let's go live. Let's wait a little bit. I think other people also are joining. Todd, remind me of your role.
Yeah, I'm supporting as a product manager.
Oh, great. Okay. So this
So
is could be very interesting for you to hear.
yeah, I've wanted to attend these. Lauren and I had our buddy meeting last week, and I committed to showing up for these. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very part time. Like I think 5 to 10 hours a week is my revised agreement.
Yeah. Okay. Which group are you working with? Like the developers or the design group or?
Right now I'm working with like Griff, Lauren, and Yas on some of the Angel Vault kind of finance stuff.
Oh,
I think that's going to be moving to like Give Power and Gervs and kind of working on some of the other roadmap elements. For
interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I think it's important that we know so that we can provide you with whatever resources and helps that you need.
I appreciate it.
Um, okay. It's probably going to be a short call because we have some projects that we've been working on, and it's just continue to work on those projects kind of thing. So that's good. I think short calls are good. Hi, Claire. How are you doing?
Fine, thanks. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. I'm good. Hey, Jazz. Wait a little bit more. Okay, well, why don't we start with the check-in? And then, oh, more people coming. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Corey.
Hello.
So I was just saying that this will be a short call because we have like some bigger projects that we've been working on, and yeah, so it may not be a huge one, so that's good. Let's start with the check-in then. So we're gonna do the intention of like your intention today and something you're looking forward to this week, since we're at the beginning of the week. So I can start. My intention is to obviously check in with the group and facilitate this call. And something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going to a ballet show tomorrow. It's the Stadt Ballet Berlin, Stadt Opera Ballet in Berlin, and yeah, so it's really exciting to getting back to cultural life. Nicola.
Okay, hi everybody. What was it? Intentions for this call and what am I looking forward this week? Okay, well, intentions for my call, my intentions for this call are just to be synced up, to be more clear on where I need to contribute, especially in the forum, because there's a lot. I want to go to the forum and do my part, do my work here. So I want to know which parts I can contribute for the Connect group, and I'm really looking forward this week for Danny Bell coming over and visiting me because I'm here alone with 7 cats for like 2 weeks, and it will be nice to have a friend over. Okay, I'm gonna pass it over to Clara.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Nicola. My intention for this week is just to sync up with everybody and catch up with what's been happening in the space, and lots of things to look forward to this week. The kids are on summer holiday. My mum's visiting from the UK, and just looking forward to spending some family time. And I am going to pass it to Corey. Hi, Corey.
Hi, I'm just here to listen in passively today. Just wanted to see what was going on and learn some more. And I'm looking forward to summer starting today, officially, finally. So it's making me very happy. I would pass this to Jake. Did you go yet?
Nope, I didn't. Thank you. Intention for the call is to give some donor relations updates, especially from the survey that Ahmad, Melody, and I have been working pretty hard on. Something I'm looking forward to is actually I am flying back home to the States for the first time in a year tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing old family and friends. I will pass it on to Kotabe.
Hey everyone. Well, my intention with this call is, well, in general, to sync up, to see where can I help, if I can stake some issues, and yeah, and I'm looking forward to. I'm in Brussels now. Well, actually, right now I'm in Bruges. So super happy to be on this side of the world, and I'm going to be in Amsterdam in the end of the week, so I'm excited about that too. Looking forward for in person. That's it. Let's see. Someone who is missing. Todd, have you gone?
No.
I have not. Hey everyone, glad to be on this call. I'm a little bit distracted because I'm waiting to hear from a plumber. We have some water main issues in my house. But yeah, for those of you that don't know me, I'm supporting in a product manager role. So yeah, happy to be on this call. And I don't have any really intentions other than to just listen and yeah.
Is there something you look forward to other than plumber?
I'm taking next week off. It's my wife's 30th birthday, so we're gonna go on a vacation to Glacier National Park here in the States. I'm based out of Denver, Colorado, currently.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I will pass it to Ashley.
Intentions. My intentions for the call, just to stay in the loop, sync up, see what's going on over here in the Connect world, maybe touch base on some working group member roles for Discord, which I see already on the agenda. And that's about it for this call. Something I'm looking forward to this week. I don't know. This week I'm looking forward to getting a lot done so that next week I can be present at this retreat that I'm helping to host. So I've been feeling really amped and getting things done yesterday. I got a lot done, and today I feel I'm in the same groove. So I'm trying to keep that. That's what I'm looking forward to. And I will pass it over to, let's see. Who hasn't gone?
Need help, Ahmad?
Ahmad?
Yeah, sure, I can go. Hey everyone, nice to be here. My intentions are to go through some of the issues, mainly on the donor survey. So I think all of us need to talk about that and figure out if it's the best approach based on the questions that we have there. And yeah, there's a few random things as well, but that's probably what the main thing I would like to talk about is. In terms of what I'm excited about, I'm taking off next week for a couple of weeks, so I'm excited about that. I'm going to the UK with my wife. We're going to a wedding. Her brother is getting married, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, and I look forward to finishing off everything. If anyone needs me before then, let me know. So yeah. In terms of who I'm passing it to, I think everyone went except for yeah. I think Ben's also didn't go. So let's start with Ben's. Alphabetical order.
Hey, thanks. My intention this week is to see what I can do, pick up on the GitHub. I'm interested in getting involved with the office hours if possible. And yeah, looking forward to this week. Later in the week, I'm going out and helping out on like one of the organic farms that does woofing stuff just as a day visit to learn. So I'm excited to get outside and now that there's nice weather. And I'll pass to Oki. Have you gone?
No, not yet. Hey everyone. My intentions are to sort of follow the conversation that started on the forum around the page, the ranking of projects, and I'm excited about possibly joining like a actual full-time job. That'd be nice for my stability. So I'm excited because I have an interview after this, and we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I'm still here in Colombia, and I'll be back in the States in about 2 weeks.
And I think Jess didn't go and Lauren didn't go. So maybe, yeah, Jess and Lauren. Yeah. Something you're looking forward to this week? We're doing something you're looking forward to this week. Oh, sorry. We're doing something you're looking forward to other than distractions. Is there something you're looking forward to this week? Ah, wait. Great. Okay, Lauren.
Thanks. Yeah, my intentions for the call are to just like sync up, but then also I wanted to touch on the token log thing and like if we're gonna go ahead, should we? So definitely want to touch on that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to. Well, I mean, this week I'm moving and then I'm also flying, so it's like this like crazy chaotic bunch of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that being done, and so that I can be like, and also I'm gonna see Griff because I haven't seen him in 3 weeks, so we'll see each other in Miami. Pass back to you, Melody.
Great. I think everyone has gone. So yeah, so let's start the discussion. So this call is more for a discussion place where we kind of talk about ideas, and then the next call, which is the calm call, is more of an execution and talking about issues that already generated. So just to remind everyone. So first up, general updates and discussions. So from outreach and partnership point of view, I've started a kind of a thread on CRM. I really want to kind of hear your opinion. Like some people have already talked about it, but Kotabi, I really want to hear from you if you find it valuable, because I know you were reaching out a lot. And also, what's the next step? I think just simply if we want to go that way.
Sure. So from my side, I think it's valuable. I've used several CRMs. I'm also familiar with HubSpot. I did comment on that at the end. I never used Notion as a CRM, and I wouldn't know how to, but I think most people maybe have. I don't know if it has kind of like some extension or something that it's kind of like more systemized as a CRM. But I think if it's not a tool that is designed for follow-ups and characterization of potential partners and customers, it might not be the best. But that's just my opinion. I never use it, so But I like the idea of like having and tracking all interactions with stakeholders. That I love.
Yeah, obviously the intention is to have one place where we can see all the stakeholders and then track the activities instead of issues, because then I found it a little bit difficult to go back and forth, and also important conversations with potential big donors. We can also track that kind of conversation, which I think, for example, Rainer had one with the German donor, and there are some concerns and conversations that we could have noted down somewhere. And by the way, Rainer just joined. Are you able to talk, check in a little bit with the group on intention and what you're looking forward to this week?
On the train. So
You're
I'll have
on
to
the
skip
train.
this one.
You're distracted.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
But thanks for having me there, at least
Yeah.
as a listener today. Thank you.
Thanks for joining. And yeah, so I think the next step, may I suggest that perhaps I can take away. Oh, you're really on the train. I can take away or like work with somebody to come up with the data structure first. Yes, Ashley.
We currently use a CRM program called Orbit, and I can send you an invite to that so that you can see. You can take notes there. It shows all interactions over, as of right now, Twitter, Discord, Discourse, and our forum. And I'm working with Mateo to integrate the applications, so we could even like see donations that people made or projects that people own within the CRM. So I can add you there, and you can take a look at that. But we currently have one. Yeah.
Is that the
I guess
one
one thing about
Yeah.
one thing about Orbit is I don't know if it can be used in the way that we're thinking, because like I think that the way that we're thinking about using it is more like a sales CRM, where we have like a pipeline and we can tell who we already sent an email to, and then have like notes from the email, and like I guess like know when to follow up with them and all of that. I'm not sure if Orbit gives you all of that information. It's more just like a database of all of the people that we have. So I think it's like, I mean, it might be a different kind of CRM.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're looking for is a pipeline management CRM, like Salesforce, if you're familiar with Salesforce. So basically, there's stages in the pipeline, like lead stage, and then there's in donor term, like cultivation, there's like, solicitation, like moving these people along towards further relationship with the organization. It's just easier to track and also easier to see where we're at instead of just one issue by one issue for the tracking purposes, and for donors, especially important in the future, possibly with potential projects, definitely partnerships for sure. So that's what we're looking at. Nothing too complicated, but I think maybe we should, I can start a data structure of some sort. Here's the categories of people we want to track, and here are the pipeline stages that we want to have, and here are some basic data fields that we want to, like contact report, like reports or emails, like that kind of thing, if we want it to be complicated like that, but not, the simple ones. And then we can see which one that will work, either Notion or this hub, what is it called? HubSpot?
Yeah, HubSpot.
HubSpot. Yeah, I heard good things about that. So yeah, we could try that. And free version is fine, I think.
Also, I do understand that also GitHub is not used for that. But on one hand, I do think that maybe if we had like a dashboard, I love how SendHub makes, because for example, I am I use for builders out, like for the builders follow, like what's the word, I'm keeping all builders as cards in Trello. So it's easy for me to see where are they in the journey and stage, and I can follow up with them rather easily. And I know that Trello is used also a lot for kind of like pipelines. And SendHub also makes have that similar user interface. So I don't know, maybe we could have updates there, and we could have a dashboard there. So that's just if we use it, if we use if we had repository that it's used specifically for that, maybe follow up wouldn't be so complicated on GitHub. But it's just I'm just putting there in the table.
Okay.
So, one thing I think is, I mean, we should figure out what are the core features that we need. I mean, because I think there's dozens of tools that could function as a simple CRM system. It's just a question of what are features that we really want to have. If we just need a pipeline, then I think we could use Notion or Trello or any other tool. But if we need follow-ups and all of that, then maybe we'll need something else. So I guess it depends on what is the core features that we're looking for.
Yeah, so that's why I'm proposing that we start an issue and then that we start a data structure first. So what are we looking for? What are the basic fields that we wanted to have, basic functions that we wanted to have? Kind of a design spec document, and then we can pick a tool based on that. How's that?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Great. So I'll start the issue then for that. And so next is token log. Lauren, you want to update us on token log? And
Lauren is definitely, so maybe
we come back to that.
Yeah.
I could maybe give an update about token log. I think everything is set up. We were just waiting for a review from the Connect group to make sure that it was all good to go. Let's see, I'll look for the issue about it, but it should be ready to be used. The people can start filling out the type form and voting.
Great. Yeah, so some of the discussion is that we don't really have to wait until everyone to approach certain projects, and also maybe the new Discord actually provide a giver space where we can ask people to just very casually discuss about the projects that they like. It's also a useful place. Yeah, we can actually show a little bit later what that means. Okay. Well, if Lauren comes back, if she wants to talk about anything like that, she can jump back in. Donor survey updates for research and strategy, Jake?
Yeah, thanks. So over the past couple of days, Ahmad, yourself, and I have been going through and creating a donor survey. Melody, if you want to put the link in there, that would be greatly appreciated. Or Claire, if you want to do that as well in the notes here. Had some feedback so far, really constructive feedback, and we'll take the next couple days now that the link will be in here. And if anybody wants to jump in there and also add their comments, I'll go ahead and collect all those towards the end of the week, kind of hopefully finalize the donor survey and kind of use that to start kind of creating some donor personas. Claire, if you could, I'll probably follow up with you next week. I'd like to just kind of confirm, since I'm new to everything, if the language in there is kind of appropriate for not only, crypto, but for Web3, for donor relations, and just to also make sure that it flows smoothly. I hear that you're kind of the expert in that field, so we can touch base once it's more solidified. Right now, it's still, through rough draft phase. So any type of edits in terms of language would probably be changed by the end of the week. So we'll touch base probably early next week. But we'll probably have one survey, hopefully, that has two different options. One that would be if you're a current donor, and one is more kind of targeting new donors. And that's where the questions are kind of coming in and playing out right now. So first draft is up, and hopefully after some more eyes look at it, we'll have something more close to final later this week. I know Ahmad's probably going to bring this up. A couple things that Ashley, Ahmad, and I have spoke about is incentives for taking the survey and how we want to go about that, as well as a couple questions about outreach as well, if we want to kind of solidify how we should go about with the donor survey once it's completed. If we want to push that off until next week, since we're still rough drafting the survey currently, it might be good just to kind of speak as the survey develops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one more thing I want to add is that once that draft, that doc, is like people have looked through it and made comments, I suggest that we put it in either Typeform or Google Form, whatever we're using, and test it with others, because when you're actually going through it, the logic and everything will give you more feedback on that. So, and Jake, do you have that doc link in the issue itself?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So the donor relations issue is number 623, and so I did go ahead and put it there in the issue as well.
Okay. I when I find it, I will put it on there here as well.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Any questions about donor survey or feedbacks? No?
One thing I wanted to mention is we need to think about who are we going to send it to from outside of Giveth. So, I mean, we could reach out to people from Gitcoin or other places that have public data for donors, but I think we should think about like who else could we send this to that's not already part of Giveth.
Yeah, that's interesting. Do you have?
And I think that's a good point as well, Ahmad. You know, like we want to get a sample size, but where do we just, you know, of non-Giveth donors, but do we just like put it out there in the Twitter world or one of the social platforms? Probably not going to get the response we want. But if we target some non-Giveth that are still donating on similar platforms, that's probably where we're going to get the best sample size and more of the feedback that we want at the Giveth community. So 100% agree with you on let's find similarities, or, you know, like a couple that we spoke about, the Giving Block and Endowment, Gitcoin, things like that are useful and on the same, you know, level as we are. So I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there isn't any list to be sold. I don't think so. You know, in real world, you can actually get a list of donors for a certain organization. You can actually buy that list without looking at it, but you can send mail to that list. So there's a list acquisition in real fundraising terms, but I don't think there is such a list for crypto donors yet. Yeah, so we can continue to talk about that offline. And let's see, next one. Strategy session. Sorry.
I think for the donor survey, for the donor list, I have a couple old donors. I don't know if that will help. So, like the last time I did a survey, I think I added it to the group, a Telegram group, where for user research.
Yeah.
Yes, I think we have some old donors there, and then Daniel and I think Lauren helped me with some donors, so I think I still have the details, and but I'm not so sure about new donors. So I think that.
Yeah, we do have a list of about 300 something donors who has donated on Giveth, and we want this one to be very targeted and definitely sending it to those 340 people who we have emails for. But the thing is, we also want to reach out to the new ones that we don't know about.
Okay, I think probably Lauren can help with that. That would be through maybe Twitter, or because I'm not so sure about new donors. I do not really have access to new donors. in that way.
Okay, great. Any other comments on this subject? Amat, do you want to say anything else about the survey itself, or you think it's good?
No, I think it's good. I mean, like we just talked a little bit about like what is the objective of the survey, and like the main thing we want to get out of it is to figure out, are there any projects that they would donate to that we don't currently have listed? So that's probably like the biggest thing. And then like the second thing is just to understand our audience better so we know who is currently giving and who might give in the future.
Yeah. And the motivation a little bit, if they can share. The further plan actually after this is that some, like most of the donor surveys that I've done before, there will be self-identified people who would say, yes, I want to tell you more. So we do want to include that, if you want to tell us more about it, leave your email address and we will do a donor persona workshop, hopefully. And Tosin will probably need your help on that as well. And yeah, that would be probably a separate exploration after the survey, which is more of a quantitative, and then we do a qualitative as a follow-up. Okay, great. Strategy session next week. We've talked about it, so I just want to remind everyone that it's coming up. And Reiner, you have anything else to add to that? Discord, there's a thread. Ashley, thank you for creating that thread. And we're going to just talk about scheduling for the every fourth AMA and what kind of timing that's going to be, what theme's going to be in the future. So I think we could close that issue and move that conversation on Discord. Yeah? Great. New server updates and and what do we want to be called? So Ashley, you ask to give us like the Connect working group a name, like Comstar, right? So anybody have any idea what we want to be called? I feel like Connectors seems to be a little bit, comparing to Comstar and Unicorn, it's a little bit less glamorous.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. So basically, it would just be kind of like we have Comstar, we've got Give Ninja for the Give economy.
Yeah,
I think Mitch chose to call the governance working group the Governators. So I don't know, whatever you guys want to be called, be creative.
I don't know. Like I feel Connectors is just not very good compared to all these ninjas and stars and unicorns. Any suggestions for the creative people in our mix?
How about bridging stars? Bridge star.
Bridge star.
How about Connect Crusaders?
That
I like that.
Yeah,
I like both of those suggestions.
Crusader sounds good. Is it too long? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's too long. It doesn't sound like an army or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
How about
sounds kind of
penetrators?
violent.
It sounded
Is
like
it too much?
superheroes.
Let's think about it. Why don't we think about it? And if you have an idea, put it on the Connect channel, and then we can agree. What do you think? Yeah. Yeah, I just think it should be a little bit more zest to the, connector. Anyways, logistic onboarding verification, project support. New servers. Ashley, do you want to say anything about new servers? I know we have added a lot of different spaces, like giver space. Jake, for example, there's a giver space where people can talk, who are givers, like donors, talk about, giving. And so I think it's important that you assign yourself the giver's role. Ashley already did that. Anything else, Ashley, you want to add so that people knows what to do? She's frozen. Yeah. Well, So the new server, we have a giver space, a project space as well. So I suggest, because of our working group works so closely with projects and donors, I suggest everyone not only give yourself the communication server circle role, also assign yourself the givers and the makers role, so that you can see the conversations in those channels as well. If you have any problems, that we're experiencing problems right now with the bots, so Ashley's been doing that manually. So let her know, and she will do the magic. Okay, and any updates on onboarding verification project report? Nicola, any verification issues you want to talk about or updates?
No. Besides, we're closing the round 14. We'll be sending badges Friday. There might be a couple of things I want to discuss on the verification party that we'll do tomorrow. I just wanted to review one more time the skate Hive application that you were reviewing, because they were doing a lot of project editing on I could see on the admin bro. So I just want to review it one more time. They did some work on it, but other than that, excited for the new. I was excited to see the new presentation of the application, and excited for it to be more integrated coming. So yeah, not very much else.
Great, thank you. So that's all I have on the agenda. If Oki, you mentioned you wanted to talk a little bit about the project ranking forum post. Do you want to add it to the agenda, or?
No, I didn't. I actually didn't review the agenda, but I just didn't know if because it sounds like next week we're doing a strategic meeting, and it sounds like that's going to be the focus of it.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, cool. So I think the bulk of it will just hang out till then.
Perfect. I saw your comment is great. So we'll talk about all of that next week in our strategic session. Okay.
Cool.
And,
okay.
Yeah. And the strategic session is at this time, like 1 hour earlier than our regular call. Start 1 hour earlier than our regular call and ends right before the call.
Okay, good to know. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Great. So that's all I have today. Yeah, it's a short call as promised. And anybody else have new businesses or any other comments? No? Okay, well then, have fun at the comm call. You still have time to, I don't know.
Get some stuff done.
Have snacks.
You have time to review your issues before the comms call and update them if you have anything to add.
Yes, that's right.
Which issue did you want to close, Melody? I can't remember. Did you close it already?
The fundraising 101 issue, I didn't open it. Can I close it if I didn't open it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe just like leave a comment, like, this is moving. Yeah, leave a comment and then you can close it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, update the issues, and we'll see you next week or on Thursday.
Yeah, and pick your brains for something really creative that you want to be called.
Yes,
and we'll talk
please.
about it afterwards.
Yeah. Creative, nice, yeah. Something other than connector, probably. Sorry, actually.
No, it was a filler. It was a filler.
It was a filler. I know that.
Yeah. Okay, good to see you guys. Thanks, Melody. Hope you guys have a good day. See you in communications.
Bye. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.